what it tells you is that the frustration or nervousness that we experienced at the end of the year was a little bit overblown because we sold off so violently, yet we've made it back really in a V-shaped pattern, right? Kind of methodically, very, in my sense, it took longer to get back, which was better than the way we sold off. And so that just speaks to kind of the psyche, right? People being cautious, being a little bit.
But you know what you said that's true is that all through this rally, and I'm going back 10 years now, the sell-offs have been vicious, right, but so have the rebounds. You've had to act almost with lightning speed to catch this stuff at the low.
Well, that's true if you tried to pick the low, but I think after what happened in December, people were so nervous that a lot of people kind of stepped back for a minute, waiting. They didn't know if it was going to rally and get killed again or not, and in fact it hasn't. And we're busting new highs, which is really kind of amazing. But I think that goes to the story, right? Because what we're hearing in the U.S. is the U.S. economy is good, it's robust. We're starting to see China turn around, which has been a theme that we've been playing on, and so we're starting to see that, and I think that's clear, right? And certainly in some of the cyclical names for sure.
So Jeff, let's talk about where you still see value in this market. You have a bunch of names.
No, I do, and I would agree that things were just overly pessimistic. Investors were overly pessimistic, and we like to say that it's a market of stocks, not a stock market. And we find at the individual stock level, ample number of names that are still very attractive with good fundamentals, and we find them in the more cyclical areas of the market. So consumer discretionary, you just mentioned, and we're talking about semiconductors. We have a couple in that area, and then the industrials as well.
So feel free to list yeah, Jeff, feel free to list some specifics, and I even see on here names like FedEx and Best Buy. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so, in the semi area, I would mention ON. You mentioned in industrials. I think FedEx is a great example. And then in consumer discretionary, we have names like Lear, who is an auto supplier. And, if you look at the semis, for example, ON trading at 12 times earnings is well positioned with chips in power management, imaging, and sensors. And they're tethered to very high growth areas such as advanced driver assistance systems, 5G, industrial imaging. So very good growth.
One area, Jeff, I don't see a lot of names, although FireEye may still be a pick of yours, is technology. Now, this has been the leader. We just talked about it, and I understand what you said. You've got, obviously, some semiconductor names, but I'm talking like the big cap tech names. Are there places in that market where you see value, or because this has been leadership, are they all getting fully priced now?
Well, they aren't as attractive as they were back in December, certainly. We still have positions in names like Google and Facebook. We own some Apple, certainly. But where we find really outsized opportunity would be in names like ON that I just mentioned. FireEye is a wonderful example, Kelly, that you just brought up. Cybersecurity, they're kind of the first responder, the go-to company when you hear breaches at companies like Target and Equifax. They're really the first call, which gives them a great opportunity to sell general malware. So we're looking outside of those FANG names for greater upside potential at this point.
And Kenny, as I said, there's a lot of names on the list that Jeff just gave us. So if people are looking at this and going, well, wait a minute, we're already back to all-time highs. I don't want to get in at these levels. Well, people have been saying that for 10 years.
And that could be a mistake. And look, and I said it and Jeff said it too, is cyclicals is a place to really look at, especially if you think that China's going to power the second half of this rally, which we think it is. And so cyclicals are big names with us. You saw some great growth rates in some of these names that have been reporting, right? Coca-Cola, Kimberly-Clark, UTX, they all reported 5, 6, 7% growth rates, which are very good, very solid. And those are all names, in that realm.
Great. Guys, thanks.